Hi guys, we're going to kick off this remote learning with talking about typography. We use typography all the time in our class. You obviously use it on the sword to communicate information. That's one of the things that I grade you on and I talk to you about. And so right now we're going to talk a little bit more about personalities with typography as well as arrangement and the technical components so you can understand typography even better. So let's start by looking at these three images. Here you have three images saying three different things. The first is education is the most powerful weapon. If you look at that, it's obviously in the shape of what? I can almost hear you all answering me out loud in class. And you're all telling me that it's in the shape of a gun. Now, why would they do that? What would be their thought process behind that? Obviously, they're making a statement here that if we have education, that it can help us and it can be even more powerful than a gun. So that's something to think about. The way that they arranged the typography in this, they made certain words bigger, they used different colors, and they all used it to speak a message to you, which is their goal. The next one in the top right corner says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, Lao Tzu. This one has a lot going on. I can read it easily because I've used this in the past, but for the average eye, this might be too much going on. So sometimes you need to be careful with your typography that you don't have too much going on. This is very beautiful, it's scripty, there's different fonts here used here. You'll notice that everything is capitalized. And this is more of like a work of art. It's a poster. I think they did a good job because they're utilizing not only the fonts, but also simple symbols to communicate their message. However, some might say it's too hard to read. So that's something you want to be careful with when you're using typography. The last one is the word trash. Really, really big. If you zoom in nice and close, oh, I should not zoom in. You probably saw that I have bald spots from having children, unfortunately. But if you zoom in nice and close, you will see that the word treasure is written in there multiple times, and they're trying to communicate the concept that one person's trash could be another person's treasure. And they use that by repeating the word treasure over and over and over again. The font stays relatively consistent. They use different weights of it in different sizes. They use different kerning and lettering, but they're trying to communicate an idea here, which is your goal whenever you are creating typography. So we're going to talk a little bit further about this, and I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to do a little assignment with this. So speaking what you write, when you are writing, you want to practice reading what your writing says. So if something is bold, it's meant to be louder. If there's an italics, it's meant to put emphasis. If it's all caps, we all know that means yelling. So you're not supposed to text people with all caps unless you're mad or it's urgent or something along those lines. What you want to be careful with design in your typography is making sure your words don't get so loud that they drown out the other elements. So here we'll have a few examples. Go ahead and read this first. Did you really do that to yourself out loud? All right, and now read the second one. Hopefully you guys are actually doing this and I'm not pausing for my own good. But there should be two different concepts going here. The first one should probably be a little bit exasperated and like you're angry and mad. Did you really do that? You know, that's the mom whenever she's getting mad at you, or maybe your teacher. Of course, I never get mad at you guys because you're all just little angels for me. But that's that first one. The second one is kind of a little softer, probably a little bit more feminine based off of it. Did you really do that? Yeah, that's the softer one. So those two have two completely different meanings, and we can get that just from looking at the typography, which is what I want you guys to understand. The other one says, unzip your imagination. That one has too much going on. So that's an example of letting your words get too loud. So be careful with your typography when you're working with it, that you don't let it get so loud that there's just too much going on. So for today, you guys are going to do a quick little assignment. Remember, this does not have to be submitted until tomorrow, but go ahead and get it done. You can even submit it today. That's not a problem, but I won't be checking for it till tomorrow. So I want you guys to find a piece of typography that speaks to you. Really simple. You're going to search typography art or typography poster. Either of them will pull up tons of options for you. Be careful, it is the internet, so don't pick anything inappropriate. Shield your eyes if necessary. Sometimes art can be a little crazy. But I want you to analyze the design and answer the following questions. The first thing I want to know is, why did you pick this piece over the others? You are going to see tons of options. Don't just pick the first one unless for some reason you absolutely love that one. If that's the case, tell me why you love it. And I want you to answer what stands out to you in that piece. What tone of voice do you think the creator is using based on the font style? So look at them and talk about their tone of voice. Is it playful? Is it angry? Is it mad? Is it whimsical? Is it scary? You know, what is it hopeful? You know, is it a verse like Joshua 1:9? That's something we really need right now, and God is telling us to not be fearful. So what is the voice behind the work? And then last, what personality does this piece of art show? So what is it playful? Is it fun? Is it funny? Is it humorous? You know, what personality is there? Hope you guys have fun with this assignment. I miss you and hope to see y'all soon. Bye.